All right, now project number 3. This is the dirty one. This is the dirty project that everybody has been talking about on Twitter in the last 24 hours. And before we get into it, I want to play my hype music. So let's try this out. Izzy just created this. Woo! Oh boy. You guys ready to rock? All right. So here's project number 3. Project number 3 is the Pudgy Penguins. And I don't know if it's because I'm a big boy that I got a heart for this project. But the Pudgy Penguins, they came out around the same time as the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Around the same time where the Bored Ape Yacht Club was getting on national news, getting national syndication, and they hit a 7 ETH price. So they went from that similar $300 buy-in to a 7 Ethereum price, which is approximately $20,000 or more price, depending on the price of Ethereum. So this project was started by some really, really young kids. And they created something incredible. They created a top tier project, in my opinion, as far as the art is concerned. There's been a lot of copycats from these guys. They have a huge community. There's actually some really, really big NFT and crypto investors that are invested into this project. But unfortunately, the kids that started it really kind of didn't know what they were doing. They promised that they were going to create a digital game. The digital game never happened. They started getting picked up on all these news channels on TV, on the New York Times, on Bloomberg, and all these people were writing about this project and listing in that top 10 of projects. And then over the last 6 months, it's kind of fell from its graces, right? It was trading, like I said, at its high around 7 Ethereum. And at this point, as of 24 to 48 hours ago, it had crashed below 1 Ethereum. And when it crashed below 1 Ethereum, well, why did it crash? So let's talk about it. So the thing that you need to understand about NFT projects is they're all about the community. They're all about the people behind them. So if you have 10,000 people that purchase your project, essentially those 10,000 people, they're going to vote. They're going to vote with their dollars, right? They voted with their dollars because they believed in your project. But they're also going to vote in the community. They're going to vote on social media. And what ended up happening is, after multiple failed attempts from the owners of the project to execute on creating a game, executing on brand deals and all these promises, kind of really big promises, right? To try to create a video game from scratch. They put out a vote on their Discord community and they said, hey, we're going to vote if we want to change the leadership, and the leadership should step down. And as you can see from this screenshot, it was 400 to 100. So they voted to, yes, remove Cole from the Pudgy Penguins team. So you would think that, oh my God, if this happens, the project is going to crash more. It's going to go even further down. But the excitement of the community, people were like heartbroken initially. But the excitement from the community of having some sort of a new leadership team leading the project, executing on the roadmap, executing on all the things that Cole and his team basically weren't able to execute. Just that rumor of a new person coming in to lead the project has led to the project now, in the last 24 hours, becoming the number 2 on OpenSea. It was the number 2 last night. It's now cooled back down. It's still around number 5 or 6. But the number 2 on OpenSea last night, and it had the project double in price. It was selling for 2.2 Ethereum last night in the midst of this news. And what I replied to him, so Nizzy said, did Pudgy Penguins really just come together as a community and kick out Cole from the project? And what I replied was, Yes, and the NFT community is so excited for the change of leadership that the project is now trending on OpenSea. So again, if you follow me on Twitter, if you follow me on Instagram at Disrupt CEO, I was talking about this. I posted when I purchased my penguins, and I purchased the penguins at 0.9, so less than 1 Ethereum. I scooped up a few penguins, and now they've doubled in value in 24 hours, and a bunch of other people scooped it up as well. I was actually trying to buy penguins, and it was kicking me out. It was saying no, somebody else already bought it. So you really kind of had to act fast yesterday. But now the floor price has completely been obliterated and doubled, and people are really really excited. And they did another press release or Twitter, I guess a Twitter statement, and they said that they are looking for a new team and that they have an announcement that's coming soon. And then I posted this. I said that Pudgy Penguins deserves a new team. There was so much hype, so much brand equity, such a great community, and the investors who bought into the project early are getting screwed, and they deserve better. Uh, I've been hearing some crazy rumors, and I hope that the rumors are true because the Pudgy Penguin NFT community deserves better. So again, like I was speaking about in the beginning of the show, I'm privy to some different information and some different conversations because down here in Puerto Rico, the crypto community and NFT community is really strong. Really, a lot of amazing people and a lot of amazing players that are in the ecosystem down here. So I've been hearing some really, really crazy rumors about who's going to be taking over the project. It's really, really, really crazy what people are saying. So when I heard the news, the first thing I did is I took to OpenSea and I purchased, I scooped up the floor of some Pudgy Penguins. And it was so funny when I shared it. I had a few people DM me and say, "Oh wow, I just sold mine recently," because the price has been tanking over the last 6 months. It's been going down, going down. But the fact that I was able to buy some under 1 ETH, I think is going to prove to be a really, really good move. Right now, the price cooled down a little bit, so I actually think it is a good time to get in still. At the time of this recording, the price was at let me see. The price was at 1.8 ETH. So you figure that's about 5K for the project. But considering that this was trading at an all-time high of 7 Ethereum, and considering that they are in talks to put a new leadership team in place, they are in talks to have some sort of a decentralized voting system or a DAO that the community controls to help vote on the future of the project, the direction of the project, and letting it be more community driven by the thousands of people who invested into the project already and believed in it. And the fact that it has brand equity, it is in that, top 5, top 10 of most iconic brands. It's unfortunate that the kids that started the project, I think one of them is about 21 years old. They maybe don't have the skill set to execute on the full roadmap. But I think all the brand equity that is in this project, being featured in the New York Times, being featured in Bloomberg, having a lot of celebrities who did ape in the beginning and did get into this project. I really think that new breath of fresh air is really going to help take this project to the next level. So I'm really, really excited about this project. And if you're here until the end, and to the last pick, this is something that I do think that you guys should consider taking a look at and getting into if you're looking for your first NFT. I've given you the same advice that I would give a friend or a family member, or a close colleague, and I really think that this project has potential. Again, it's not financial advice. Invest whatever you're willing to lose, because NFT markets, crypto markets are very, very volatile. They go up, they go down. But I do think this is a good long-term play. I'm holding on to my Penguins I picked up a few, and I'm gonna hold on to mine because I'm very, very bullish on the future of this project.